entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And we have a very compelling contest here tonight. Two teams in the committee ranked basically even. The one side gets to enjoy a raucous, rowdy home field advantage. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will get the first swing today. We'll see if this quarterback can get off to a great start, Kirk. So much for this offense and his whole team really orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47. And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. And now the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
To the air, it's Page. Quick throw over the middle. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
It looks like no return here as that punt heads out of bounds. So Texas Tech's offense gets their first crack now. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kurt, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
There's the handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
We stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Second after their defense cannot stop him short of the marker. And the Red Raiders churn out another first down. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backup.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He's looking to scramble. In the clear at the 25. And they pick up the first down to the 23, getting closer to the red zone. The Red Raiders come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Keeping it on the ground here. And the Red Raiders are going to keep this drive rolling.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down. That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead he shanks it.
The pass rush closing in. Got him. He's sacked. Tough position. Second and long from their own 12. Back to pass. It's Page. And they've got him again. That ferocious pass rush. Back-to-back sacks. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Nice grab. It's Foster. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now.
Well, that's a good job by this offense to at least get some positive yards. They'd kind of put themselves in a tough spot getting behind the sticks. But now, after that big gain, let's see what happens.
See if he can make something happen with the return. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the coverage team finally gets him, but a great return. You can see the elusive speed from the return man. This should be the last play of the quarter. A jet sweep here. Can the receiver get the edge? Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. So a serious defensive battle as we wrap up the first quarter. These teams pursuing a national championship. Let's take a look at the game summary so far. Both teams desperate to get the offense going, find a spark and some rhythm in this playoff game. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense.
It's good.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Fighting off the defender. He'll pitch it. Finding some room with the 25. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through it.
The Red Raiders trying to cash in here in the red zone. First down. We're going to throw the football.
Oh.
Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time. Here's the second down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play, and the ball hits the ground for an incompletion.
And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start the 25. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw.
Oh.
He'll take a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, A&M.
Chris, as you know, anytime you hit a big post route like this for a touchdown, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver is essential. Nice job of not waiting too long. The quarterback takes a hitch, gets the ball out early, and allows his receiver to run underneath the beautifully thrown football for the touchdown.
And he's going to bring it out. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't do a very good job of it on this one.
Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Here's the throw deep downfield. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this 1st down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down.
And it's picked off. He throws it right in the double coverage and pays for it. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
And he's brought down after a big 1st down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Back to throw. It's Page. Looking for 6. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Hell no. He ain't catch no shit.
Second, there's a timeout on the field. The coach wants the officials to take another look at that one. Thinks he might get an overturn. Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. So they'll try to add to the lead now for the PAT. PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, and a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Finds room at the 30. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Inside the 20. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blower with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. QB to the tight end for a completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
So the choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They got off to a slow start, but they have been clicking lately. Can they build on this lead now in the second quarter? Single back takes the handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Same tailback, another carry. Gets some space around the 30. To get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Short throw complete to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. 2nd down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Looking to pass. It's Page. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here.
Come on, how did you stay with him?
Downfield, and it's caught. Stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
This receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
And it's intercepted right near the goal line.
To the house.
Pass midfield. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas Tech. This college football playoff game is all tied up. Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle with the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Let's see what they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Let's it go quickly. And he's got it. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Looking for his big tight end. And he's got his man open downfield. It's a big gain across midfield down inside the 35. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver makes the grab. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit and try to get 3 before halftime. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. The kick is blocked. Somebody got a hand on that. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. First down, looking to throw the ball. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And it's incomplete. They took a shot there, what will be the final play of the quarter. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job.
And the Aggies will kick this away to begin the second half. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense spin back.
False start. Offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback drops back. And they heave it deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. First down here for this offense. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
In the clear at the 25. Tackle made after a big gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second and goal for the offense. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Touchdown, Red Raiders. They go in front here in the second half. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Ball handed off. Throws a stiff arm. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. Fights off a defender. What a move. Makes a miss, picks up the first down before they stop it.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Going with the old counter run here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
To the air, it's Page. He lets it go on the move. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Tackle made quickly, but a big
Run opposite way, move back and go opposite way.
After that huge play, this offense is now in scoring position. They move into the red zone quickly.
Boy, Chris, you wonder what the next play will be for this offensive coordinator. Anytime you hit a big play like that, you get into the red zone, there's a tendency to want to go after the jugular, use that momentum to your advantage. Let's see what they call right here.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he's back to throw again after they didn't completion on first down. The pass is caught. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain in that play. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Try and muscle for the first down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Hey, they gave up some yards here, but, man, that's a pretty good job by this defense against the jet sweep. You see who was carrying the ball there? He can fly. I would argue he's the fastest guy on the field. So you don't give up the big play. You give up a few yards. I think that's a win for the defense.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he lofts it toward the sideline. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. The Red Raiders have 1st and 10 here.
Shit, man. Still be running.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. We're right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Here's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Can he get there on the ground? Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. This has been a tremendous fight through 3 quarters. In this playoff game, deadlocked heading to the final period. Let's check out the game summary so far. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Discipline, discipline, discipline. That's the key to this defense right now. Great job against the jet sweep of staying out wide and not giving that receiver much room at all.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, Chris, to me, the defense looks like they're dropping back in zone coverage, worried about a pass play here on third down. Instead, the offense elects to run the ball, catches them off guard, and it's good enough for a first down.
Good enough for first down yardage.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action to get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Coming up, second down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Touchdown, Texas Tech. They jump in front here in the fourth.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And he knocks through the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out, touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense getting set. It's second down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Looking to throw. It's Page. Makes a quick catch. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Same tailback, another carry. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Here we go now. A crucial play for both sides. They'll set up at 3rd and 4. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Running back grabs it on the screen. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. The Aggies will line up to punt it away. And the returner will be brought down. And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. One more first down should do it, but remember, the defense has all 3 timeouts remaining. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead.
get too fancy. Just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Use the running game to chew on this clock now. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Now it's second down here. It's a shotgun run call. He's brought down out at the 46. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the offense will just take a knee. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger.